Hey guys, welcome back. I'm Arlene. In today's video, I am going to show you how I make my version of zucchini bowls. Okay, let's get started. Okay, I'm going to run you through the ingredients really quick like I usually do. Check the description box below for your measurements, the recipe, and the breakdown of the recipe. Okay, let's do it. I have 98% lean ground turkey. If you're using another ground turkey other than 98%, you're going to have to adjust your healthy fat. But if you're doing it the way that I'm doing it, 98% lean. I'm going to use Rotel diced canned tomatoes, and this is the one with low sodium. And it's the original. I believe there's a mild and a spicy one. I have, of course, the star of today, zucchini. This is summer and zucchini is at its best. So take advantage of it. And I'm going to show you how I measure all this. You'll see it's easy, not hard at all. Okay, we're going to use garlic powder. We're going to use onion powder, oregano, paprika, chili powder, and some cumin. Now for your healthy fat, I'm going to use regular fat shredded Mexican cheese. This is where you're going to adjust depending on the ground turkey that you use, if it's 98%, 95%, 93%. I'm using 98% lean and I'm going to need 2 healthy fats, so I'm going to use regular fat shredded cheese. Okay, let's get cooking. Okay, the first thing we're going to do, we're going to clean our zucchini really good because you're going to end up eating the peel. You want to clean it really good. I used a vegetable brush under warm water and then I dried it really good. And I buy smaller zucchini just because I want to control the weight and I don't want to waste. Okay, first thing we're going to do is we're going to cut our zucchini in half. Just be very careful. With the spoon, I'm going to take some of the inside out just to make a cavity for our stuffing. And what I do is I take it out with the spoon, but I save my zucchini. I pay for it, so I'm going to use it. Maybe I won't use it now, but in a soup and another recipe, I'll just put it in a Ziploc bag and save it for a few days and use it. Or when you measure your zucchini at the end, if you still need vegetable, you can take it out of there. I'll show you how. Hold on. Okay, let's do our cavity here. And I try to take it as pretty as possible in case I'm gonna need this to look pretty for another recipe. I mean, if I have mush, my recipe is gonna look like mush. And I made this recipe before, so I know that about 3 of them it's gonna be for 1 person, but I'm still gonna measure. Okay, I have 1 and the next one. And for each person, I'm making for 2 today, but the recipe's for 1. For each person, I'm gonna need 6.3 ounces of zucchini. Okay, now I have my little scale. Hello. Okay, and I'm gonna measure 3 of them, and I need 6.3. Exactly 6.3. Let me show you. See, I have 3 and it's exactly, let me see if I can move out, 6.3 ounces. That's exactly what you want. Okay, now that we have a measure, we're still going to measure 1 more time, so don't get rid of your little scale. Now what we're going to do is we're going to go back in the stove and I'm going to cook this into boiling water for about a minute just to make it a little softer. Not mushy, but a little softer. So let me set up in the back and I'll be right back. Okay, I got water boiling. We're gonna add our 6 little zucchini boats to the water and we're just gonna boil them for 1 minute. We're just gonna watch this for a minute and we'll be right back. Zucchini has boiled. It actually boiled for 2.5 minutes, almost 3 minutes. So keep your eye on it between 1, depending how many you're making. I'm making a batch. And this is a great batch to make it and then reheat it later on when you need it. Okay, our zucchini boats are cooked partially. I'm going to put them in a paper towel face down to dry. We need these babies to be completely dry. Your friends, if you make this for your friends, they're gonna be impressed. Okay, let them dry and cool so I can touch them later on. They look so pretty. Okay, we're gonna leave that alone. Here in a separate skillet now, we're gonna start cooking our turkey. Ground turkey. And I have no olive oil, nothing. If you think your turkey's gonna stick to your skillet, then spray it a little bit. But with mine, I know it's not gonna stick, so I'm gonna go for it. Because I have my healthy fat on my cheese, and I rather taste the cheese than the olive oil. We're gonna let this turkey cook completely. And while it's cooking, preheat your oven to a 400 degree. We'll be back once it's cooked. Okay, our turkey is completely cooked. We're gonna use half of the amount that we are using for our recipe of the Rotel tomatoes. To that, we're gonna do the garlic powder, the onion powder, too much. Paprika, chili powder, cumin, and your oregano. Now, if you're only cooking for one, make sure you measure your meat before you start doing any of this. Since I'm making more than one, and I've already made it before, I have my stash separated already. Oh, that looks beautiful. And it smells so good. It's taking shape, guys. If you're doing like a potluck at work, you can take this with you, and then you know, you measure yours and you know how many little boats you can have. Easy. This plan is not hard at all, as long as you're prepared. I think it becomes really hard when you just don't know what to do or what to eat, but if you're prepared, it should be easy. It looks beautiful. Let me show you. Okay, I'm gonna let this cook just for a little bit so those spices can marry together, and I'll be right back. Okay, we're back in the counter and everything is ready. I measure my meat and I have it separated by 2 because I'm making it for 2 people. I have my cheeses already measured for 2. I have my extra zucchini in case I need more. And I already measured my zucchinis and I have them separated by which one is which. I have 3. I can have 3 today. I have 3, and then I'm gonna have 3 for my husband. First thing we're gonna do is in a baking dish, the other part of the tomatoes that you had, we're gonna put them in a dish, and this is so the zucchini doesn't stick to the dish. I'm just gonna, nothing fancy, just a little bit of tomatoes. We're gonna get our zucchini, and I'm gonna do, these are not mine, these are mine. I'm gonna do my first 3 little boats, and I'm going to fill them up. Now, if you need more zucchini because it didn't weigh the amount that you needed to, grab this and put it in your meat. Don't waste it, and that will give you a complete green. Okay, I'm gonna fill my little boat here as much as I can, and he's gonna be placed in the dish. This one is mine, again. And then at the end, if you have too much meat that you still have to consume, put it on the side of the plate. Don't waste it either. It's completely in green, so you're gonna have to eat it all. And obviously my meat is not gonna fit in all my zucchini, but I'm gonna put it next to my plate. And I'm still gonna eat it. It tastes delicious. And 3. I know those 3 are for me. I'm gonna put toothpicks in them so I know they're mine. Okay, in the other side, you see, I still have some meat left. It's going in my plate. It's going in my belly. Okay, now my husband's, and he's doing the 5-in-1 also, so I have to measure his. Got 1. 2. And how do you know you're going to need more zucchini? Because you're going to weigh your boats before you stuff them to make sure you got to. Once you cook them, they might lose an ounce or 2. Some of them, not all of them. And 1 more. He's got a little less meat than I have, but still I'm going to put it on his plate. Probably because one of his boats was bigger than mine. See, he's got a little less meat than mine. Now, we're going to add the cheese that I have already pre-measured. I know these 3 are mine, so I'm going to add my cheese to my 3. So pretty and delicious. And I measure my cheese, so I'm going to use it all. And the 3 for my husband. I also measured his cheese, so I'm going to use it all. It's not hard when you're making for more than one. Now, when you have to split 1/8 of a teaspoon into 6 people, that's where I have a problem. Okay, let me get 3 toothpicks and I'll be right back. Okay, I have my toothpicks and I'm going to mark my little boats. Because I don't want to eat 1 of mine, 2 of his, and you know the deal. Measurement, measurement, measurement. There you go. I'm going to cover this with aluminum foil over it and put it in a 400-degree oven for 30 minutes. I'll be back in 30 minutes. Okay, it's been 30 minutes. Let's get these babies out of the oven. Ah, they smell so good. Let's see if they look as good as they smell. Oh yes, and my 3 toothpicks are still standing. There you have it, guys. Zucchini balls. Thank you so much for watching. Please subscribe if you haven't already, and I'll see you on my next video. Enjoy.